brain exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorraine and Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage on crazy honor. That you can't wait to comment on my mistakes and my blunders. Hey, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I'm the most hated, but play I'm taking your date and your woman. Oh dang, your date is your woman. I trade her later if you want her. And she bring friction like Raiden and Blanca. Statements behaving like Saint dangerous when drinking angry. The same with a mama. Pain with no gain is a bomber. Hit you with sticks.
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? This your boy Hen checking back on in for episode 59 of the Pull Out Game podcast, man. Y'all already know what's going on, man. I told y'all I'll be back, you know what I'm saying? Just hit round the corner, made a left, you know what I'm saying, to the right, you know what I'm saying, did a couple more spins. I'm back here, man. Can't miss it. But look, man, this your boy Hen checking in, man, episode 59, like I said, to the Pull Out Game podcast, man. Y'all stop playing with your boy, man. Y'all already know the jersey's gonna be on deck. Y'all already know what's coming, what's going down. Well, y'all know the jersey's coming, but y'all don't know who it's gonna be. So y'all just stay tuned, man. Lock in, cause you know what I'm saying, got a show for y'all today. Got some stuff to talk about. And like I said, if you ain't subscribed yet, I know a lot of y'all be watching, but y'all ain't subscribed. And I appreciate y'all that did subscribe or that's going to subscribe. But y'all that's watching and ain't subscribed, I need y'all to hit that button for me. Hit that button, man. Subscribe, man. That help the channel out, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all watching the channel, so I know y'all like your boy. You know what I'm saying? Like the jerseys. I got the jerseys for y'all. Got this conversation. So y'all keep the channel going by hitting the subscribe, man. Hit the like button, comment. You know, I appreciate all that, man. You know, I rock with y'all, man. You know I rock with y'all. Y'all already know that. So y'all rock with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Because you know I rock with y'all. But look, man, got some stuff to talk about before we get into the first jersey. Man, look, man, it's a lot been going on. It's a lot, man. It's just like you don't gotta look for like current events or content to talk about because always something going on, man. It's always something. You know what I'm saying? It's always something. But look, I know a couple folk been asking me about the Cameron and Adrien Broner situation. But y'all don't know, you know what I'm saying, Cameron the rapper had invited Adrien Broner onto his podcast with Mace, you know, the It Is What It Is podcast. And I don't know, man, it just went left field, man. You know what I'm saying? Cameron and Mace and the moderator, female Stat Baby, they was on set, you know, and they had Adrien Broner, he was a guest. You know, he was sitting like you know, across from them. And he was facing them, and they was talking back and forth. And while Cameron was trying to ask, you know, Adrien Broner questions, because, you know, he a professional boxer. You know, he been out the loop for a minute. So Cameron, you know, cool with him, you know, trying to get him on the show. Cameron getting ratings, and Mason them, they getting good ratings. So, you know, he try to help him out, you know, help get his name back out there, you know, get a little interview, get a spotlight. But the whole time Adrien Broner was there, he kept talking about how much he loved how Stat Baby looked, how sexy she is, and you know, how good she, you know, doing her thing. And, you know, he said he didn't think she looked this good in person, and, you know, and she was looking real uncomfortable and talking about why people say that, and, you know, like, do I look ugly on camera? I just look good in person. I don't know. She was just looking so uncomfortable, man. Like, you know, and then she was trying to switch to the next topic, you know, about football and this and that, and about boxing, and you know, he'll come right back. But you was so sexy, you look so good, and you know, Adrien Broner is like, he an older cat. He like 39, 40. I don't know. He older, 35, 36. I don't know. He an older cat. You know, Stat Baby like 23, 24, something like that. And Cameron, you know, look at Stat Baby like a little sister. You know, because Cameron is like, but in his 40s, Cameron like 40, I don't know, he in his 40s, you know what I'm saying? And Mason in his 40s too, and they look at Stat Baby like a little sister. You know, they brought her on, do the moderating thing, and you know, he look after her, you know what I'm saying? They got each other back, you know what I'm saying? But Cameron asked the man 3 or 4 times, they edited it off camera, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't want to make Adrien Broner look bad. Cameron was not trying to make Adrien Broner look bad. He was just like, look, man, can't, you know what I'm saying, you got to chill on that. Adrien Broner. You gotta chill on that, man, cause you know, Stat Baby looking uncomfortable, and plus her boyfriend was in the audience of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yeah, I chill like that. So Cameron asked him another question. You know what I'm saying? Right after all that went down, like I said, they edited it off camera. You know, not to make Adrien Broner look bad, to keep the interview and, you know, him being on the show look productive and don't look so negative. So after Cameron done asked him to chill and you know, quit doing that, you know, old girl boyfriend in the stand in the audience. And plus she looking uncomfortable. Probably because she just don't want to, you know, want him to flirt like that with her, and plus her boyfriend in the audience. Well, anyway, Cameron went back to the next question about, you know, talking about Floyd Mayweather, because Adrien Broner and Floyd used to be cool at one point. So he was asking questions, and then right when Cameron asked the question, Adrien Broner like, Stat, you look, and then he was like, oh, okay, Cam, I know you told me not to do that. Okay, I want you. Then he bust out, said, Stat, you look so good. And then Cameron cut him off. Oh, okay, bro, you got to go. You got to go, bro. You got to go. And he paid him for his time and his money. And, you know, Cameron handled it like a G. He did it respectful, like, and you tell he was mad, you know what I'm saying, beneath the surface, but, you know, he wanted to keep the show rolling. And, you know, he walked up to him, paid him the money he owed him for his time on the show. You know what I'm saying? Gave him a little side hug, like, you messed up the show, but, you know, I know you're going through some things, so just get the hell up out of here type hug. And, you know, yeah, he left the show. Cameron kicked Adrien Broner off his podcast. And, you know, this where it gets serious. This where it get real there, right? All that happened. And when that happened, they had a leaked clip. You know what I'm saying? A clip got leaked about Cameron, like right after Adrien Broner left. He was like, you know, damn junkie, you know, oh damn alcoholic, alky and stuff like that. You know, we just had you on here for entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you ain't about nothing anyway. I mean, you know, he was frustrated. And then a lot of people were saying like, Cameron fake because, you know, if he felt that way about Adrien Broner, why he didn't say that while he was on camera? Why he didn't say all that, you know, when he was on the show? Why did he wait till he left? And a lot of folks saying that. But then what y'all don't understand though, man. You know, y'all call him faking this and that. Like, come on, okay, this is what y'all don't understand. It's like, y'all act like, or the people act like they was mad at Cameron for saying that. I mean, of course, it got leaked and Cameron said he didn't want that aired on camera. You know what I'm saying? It happened by accident. So he wasn't trying to expose him like that for one thing. You know what I'm saying? He got leaked like that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Cameron was trying to put it on camera and then he backtracked on it when he found out that folk was like mad at him about it. I don't know. Or maybe he really did get leaked and the editor of the show, you know, made a mistake and left it in there. But, you know, people heard it, they got mad. But like I said, this the thing though. You know, they saying, you know, why Cameron put that in there, and you know why Cameron even said that, and you know, and he felt that way, but why he didn't say that while he was there? First of all, I mean, come on, man, y'all gotta really think about this, man. It ain't like you know, Cameron just had a regular interview with the dude, and everything went smooth, and then like right after that, he started talking about him, old alky, old junkie. Then I get it. Then the interview went regular. Then you start talking about him. Then I'm like, yeah, that's fake. But Cameron didn't do that. Cameron asked that man 7, 8 times, about 9 or 10 times. Well, probably not that many. But he asked about 3 or 4 times to like chill with the, you know, flirt with Stat Baby. And Cameron said example, you know, it's like you got a homeboy, you know what I'm saying? Your homeboy like 38, 40 years old. And you know what I'm saying? And he come over to your house and then he keep flirting. He drunk too, and he keep flirting with your 23, 24-year-old sister. And that's your sister. And Cam look at Stat Baby. Mace look at Stat Baby like a little sister. She a young girl, man. Like, Stat Baby cute, but she young. She too young for me too. I don't see Stat Baby like that. I would see her like a little sister. And so I get Cam where he was coming from with that. But, you know, he said, look at her like that. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be my homeboy, and you like 38, 40 years old, and that's supposed to be like my little sister. And I keep trying to tell you in my house, that, hey, chill with that. And you keep disrespecting me in my house. So you got to go, bro. Like that's how he felt. But this is the thing, like I said, I wanna dive this point in real good. Y'all act like Cameron was like having a smooth interview, nothing went wrong, and everything went great with Adrien Broner and Cameron. And out the blue, soon as Adrien Broner left, Cameron started talking about him, talking about he an alcoholic, and you know what I'm saying, and you know he this and that, he that and this. But then I get it. Call like, why would you even say that? Like you could have said that, you know, and with a clear mind while he was here. If you felt that way, nothing went wrong. That just clearly how you felt. So you said after he left and nothing went wrong, you should have said it when he was here. But that didn't happen. Like I said, Cameron got mad because dude kept harassing Stat Baby. Stat Baby getting comfortable. Cameron kept telling him, hey, chill, bro. He gave him like 3 or 4 chances. And then on top of that, he edited all that out. So, come on, man. He kicked him off the show for a reason. So Cam had to go back and like talk about why he was kicked off. He had to tell, like, he gave him 3 or 4 warnings or quit flirting and harassing Stat Baby. So, come on, man. What you expect the man to do? And then I get it too, man. I mean, yeah, he shouldn't have said that and it leaked and stuff, but at the end of the day, man frustrated. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm pretty sure y'all had homeboys that did something that you were mad at, and then, you know, you probably said, like, you know, oh, dumbass, or, man, that dude be he be wild, acting stupid, or this and that. You know, you probably don't say something about, you know, your homeboy, about the dude or something like that you ain't agree with. That don't mean you hate him or nothing. It's just the way things happen. That's just the way things be, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really see nothing what Cameron did wrong. You know what I'm saying? He gave the man chances though. And then, you know, like I said before, it ain't like he said all that stuff and they had a great interview, then he just went back out the blue and started talking about the man. The man, Cameron, was frustrated. He was frustrated, man, about the man. He asked the man to stop. And then, you know, when he gave him the money and stuff, he didn't try to do this and that. And, you know, he didn't try to clown him and stuff. He gave him the money and, you know, and security, whoever, walked him out. I mean, this is another thing I think, too, though, real quick. I feel Adrien Broner kept egging on Stat Baby and kept disrespecting Cameron's wishes because Adrien Broner a boxer. Let's be real, he a boxer. And he probably in his mind on the tip like, I'm a real professional boxer. And they know that. And so, I mean, if I keep flirting with Stat Baby, what Cameron and Mace gonna do? What they gonna do? They gonna beat me up or something? They can't touch me in the boxing or fighting. So I'm keep doing what I want to do. That in the back of his mind, I think that's what he was thinking. And he didn't think Cameron was gonna take it there. Cause he thought Cameron was like, you know, was gonna think in his mind like, oh man, this a boxer, so I ain't gonna even start no beef with him. I'm gonna let him do what he do. But you know what, man, Cameron a real G. Even though he know that's a boxer, professional boxer, he know it could have went left. He said, damn all that. I'm still gonna stand up for Stat Baby. I'm still gonna have her back. I'm still gonna represent for her, man. That's my little sister. I don't give a damn, man. And then Cameron said it too, man. You violating, bro. You got to go. Like, so, man, I didn't want to get shot at Cam for just standing up for Stat Baby like that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people always say that men don't protect our black women and all that. We don't protect our black women. And Cameron did it. And some people got a problem with it. But I know a lot of people got a problem with the leaked clip footage of him talking about Adrien Broner. That was the main thing, though. So I get that. But, man, come on, man. Cameron, y'all got to get that man proud. That man stood up to a professional boxer for his little sister, man. So I just want to give Cam shout out to that. And you know, but look, Adrien Broner going through a lot, man. Like, and I ain't making no excuses for him. Like, he got, you know, man. And I ain't, you know, I don't know, like, I know one time he had like an IRS debt problem. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the Cameron and the Dame and Dash situation, that crazy. The Dame Dash and Charlemagne, that's crazy. Like, man, Charlemagne called that man Debt Dash, Debt Jam Records, So Debt. Talking about how broke he is. They saying he broke and he got no money, so they went back and forth. Damon Dash called Charlemagne a girl, and he talking about he gay, and Charlemagne said, "What's wrong with it? You got anything against gay dudes?" And they were back and forth, back and forth. They was back and forth. That was crazy. Cameron and Dame Dash getting into it. You know what I'm saying? About Dame Dash want to sue him for this and that, and I don't know. It's just a lot going on. Cameron ain't rocking with him because he lied on him about a lot of stuff, and he talked behind folks' back, and it's just a lot of stuff going on, man. That's another story for another day too, man. But shout out to Cam though for standing up for Stat Baby, man. Even though that was a real boxer, he had to stand up for. You know what I'm saying? He was, he had to stand up to. So yeah, just want to give Cam a shout out to that, man. But look, that's what we finna do, man. That's what we finna do. We finna get into that first jersey though, man. You know what I'm saying? And told y'all, man, finna come back crazy this week, man. Well, shit, I went crazy last episode, but hey, gotta keep it going though, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The words of Dre 3000. You only funky as your last cut. You know what I'm saying? But look, finna pull out this first jersey, man. This dude had he had an amazing career, but it was short-lived though. It was really short-lived. And but he did some damage in a short amount of time, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like how Biggie dropped Ready to Die, Life After Death. He did a lot of damage in the hip hop world. He was killing the game in a short amount of time, like for real. And this player had, he was in the game or his profession a little longer than Biggie was in his profession. You know what I'm saying? I just brought up Biggie because, like I said, he did like he showed immaculate talent at elite level, you know what I'm saying, in a short period of time. You know what I'm saying? It didn't take like 25 years to show that he great. And I ain't knocking nobody that sustained a long career of 20 some years and being great. But I'm just saying, if you do it in like a short amount of time and people like recognize off the rip, man, there's some talent, man. But look at here, man. This is what we finna do. Man, finna pull out their first jersey. And the first jersey finna pull out, like I said, they do legendary. He's like one of the top in his profession, man. Like, he one of them guys, man. He one of them ones. And who we talking about? Man, I'm so glad to pull this jersey out, man. Like I told y'all, man, this the Pull Out Game podcast, home of the greatest, most wildest, most dangerous, most unique jersey collection of all time. When it comes to baseball, football, or basketball, I got y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. But look, first jersey finna pull out, man. You know what I'm saying? Episode 59, man. 59, dog. That's what came a long way, man. For real. But look, episode 59, this is what you got. First jersey. Check it out. Y'all see this right here, man. Y'all see this right here, man. Detroit Lions all stick everything, man. Come on, man. Detroit Lions all stick everything? Is y'all kidding me, man? Yeah, man. But who is this Detroit Lions jersey? Who is this Detroit Lions jersey? Number 81. NFL patch, Mitchell and Ness, all that good stuff, man. But look, the Detroit Lions' very own, number 81. Give y'all a little time, man. Give y'all a little time, man. No, I ain't gonna give y'all no more time, because y'all probably going to Google if y'all don't know who it is, trying to find out who number 81 for the Detroit Lions. But look, man, it's your one and only, the one and only, Calvin Johnson, man. Yes, Mr. Calvin Johnson. Stop playing with this guy, man. Yeah. Yeah, Calvin Johnson, man, a.k.a. Megatron. Call that man Megatron, dude. This dude was something serious, man. I mean, he in my top 5 of wide receivers of all time. Calvin Johnson. This dude was a monster. Stop playing with this guy, man. Yep. Let's talk about Calvin Johnson, man. All stick everything. Calvin Johnson, man. What? Y'all see it, man. Yeah. It's Calvin Johnson, man. It's Calvin Johnson. Look, man. Calvin Johnson, bring it a little closer, man. Calvin Johnson, he an ATL native. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia, man. Dude grew up. He was in the band, you know, played the trumpets and all that. But dude had like a growth. He had a growth spurt, man. Like the dude got tall. Like he started like getting tall. Like he was in middle school. He was like 6 feet in middle school, man. Amongst like little boys, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? These boys were like 4 feet something, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 5'1" or 5'3". This dude was 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? 6 foot, 6 feet, how you want to call it, man. Like, I know both his feet had legs that made him goddamn tall as hell. I know that much. But yeah, man. So he was in high school, man. He was getting real attention. Like school wanted him. They were reaching out, trying to rock with him. Like, hey man, come here. You come here. You come here. You come here. And you know, but the thing was, man, Calvin Johnson, he was so ATL, man. Like, he Atlanta, Georgia, man. You know what I'm saying? Right up the road from your boy Hen. But he's so ATL, and he just didn't want to leave and go out far, because so many schools wanted him, man. Like, a lot of schools. But like I said, he wants to stay close to home. So what he did, he enrolled to Georgia Tech, man. You know what I'm saying? He went to Georgia Tech. And you know, everybody know, or who don't know, Georgia Tech is in Atlanta, Georgia. So he never really went nowhere. He stayed in Atlanta, Georgia, went to Georgia Tech, and he started putting up crazy numbers. You know what I'm saying? And started getting mad attention. You know, people just, like, the scouts was looking at him. Everybody was like gravitating to him. He been having a lot of attention since he was in high school, man. Like, tall as hell, was taller than everybody. Basically, he just tell the quarterback, just throw it up in the air. I do the rest. Kind of, you know, basically like what Randy Moss did. I mean, Calvin Johnson was like that too. Like, just throw it up there. I get it. Make sure you throw it in, you know, the area I'm in. You know, and then plus Calvin Johnson, he hardly never missed catches. He never missed a pass. He missed some passes. Everybody had before, but it's rare. Like, Calvin Johnson. You know what? But I don't really remember Randy Moss. Randy Moss and did I say Randy Johnson earlier? I don't know, but I know Randy Moss and Calvin Johnson. Them two is like the players that really, I don't think really miss no catches. You know what I'm saying? Throw it up in there. I'm pretty sure they both miss catches, but it's rare. Excuse me, y'all. It's rare that you see them two missing any passes for real. But like I said, he got drafted, and man, it was on and popping after that, man. He got in the league, man. Dude had 731 catches, 11,619 receiving yards, man. 84 touchdowns, 6 Pro Bowl selections, man. You know what I'm saying? And he only played 9 seasons with the, you know what I'm saying, Detroit Lions. You know what I'm saying? Why are the people that playing on Detroit Lions, you know what I'm saying, like, they biggest 2 stars that Detroit ever had was Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson. You know, Barry Sanders is my favorite running back of all time. And he only played 10 seasons. His whole career in the NFL, he played with Detroit Lions. And he only played 10 seasons. Calvin Johnson in my top 5 wide receiver all time. You know, my favorite wide receiver all time is Randy Moss. But Calvin Johnson, he played for Detroit Lions. And you know, he only played 9 seasons. Barry Sanders played 10 seasons. Calvin Johnson played 9 seasons. See, Detroit Lions, the upper management and, you know, and the presidents and the staff and all that, they didn't want to give these elite stars any help. They thought the star on the team was enough. And they got tired of that and they bounced. You know what I'm saying? Calvin Johnson ended up retiring like that after 9 seasons. Barry Sanders ended up retiring after 10 seasons. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that was sad business, man. But Calvin Johnson, the dude was special, man. Like, I know like three or four times he did like what few players hardly ever did. Like, a catch for 200 plus receiving yards in one game. He did it like three or four times. You know what I'm saying? Then I think he was like 20 yards short of like the most receiving yards in the season. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was doing it. You know what I'm saying? But Calvin Johnson wasn't getting no help. You know what I'm saying? Stratford, he came, to the league and he became the quarterback. But Stratford, he kept getting hurt and, you know what I'm saying? They were making noise like, 2011, 2012 season. But it just wasn't working, man. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't clicking, man. It just wasn't clicking. But, Calvin Johnson, he like I said, he elite player. He did a lot for the team. I mean, he made like some of the craziest catches you could think of, man. They called him Megatron, man. And that's a crazy name, dude. Like, it's a crazy name. But Megatron, I'm talking about dude was tall like a damn Megatron. He was tall as hell. But Calvin Johnson, man, he always was there for the catches, man. He always was a sure-handed player, man. So I want to give a shout out to Calvin Johnson, give him his flowers, man. Dude is a beast. I hate that he only played 9 seasons. That's crazy work. He only played 9 seasons, dude. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Just think if Barry Sanders played 18 seasons or 15, at least 15 seasons. Just think if Calvin Johnson played about 15 seasons. You know what I'm saying? So we got to look at stuff like that, man. But look, man, we're going to show the jersey again. You know what I'm saying? Before we head up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Before we go to the next segment, show the Calvin Johnson again. Yeah, man. Calvin Johnson, man. Y'all already know the vibes, man. All stick everything, Calvin Johnson, man. Come on, man. Got the NFL patch up there, man. It's not a game, dude. It's not a game. Yeah, man. ATL finest, man. ATL Georgia homegrown, man. Calvin Johnson, man. Ooh, the jersey clean, boy. The best jersey collection on the planet, man. It's on the Pullout Game podcast. Y'all stop playing, man. Stop playing. Just the Pullout Game, man. Y'all already know, man. You never know what you're gonna get. Yeah, man. Yeah, this it, man. Calvin Johnson. You know what I'm saying? ATL finest. Had a great, amazing career. And only 9 seasons, man. You know what I'm saying? Certain seasons they were knocking on the door for the Super Bowl, but they never quite got there, man. So, damn, man. That'd been nice. Calvin Johnson had won the Super Bowl ring, man. It'd been nice. But hey, man, he still had a great career. He still did his thing. He still respected in the NFL world, in the sports world, period. The Calvin Johnson, man. You know what I'm saying? All stitch, everything, man. Like, I'm so glad. I'm proud to show this jersey, man. Dude was a legend. I love showing these legends and talking about these players, man, and just talking what we talking, man. And like I said, man, shout out to Cameron, man. You know what I'm saying? Standing up for Stat Baby, a.k.a. Treasure Wilson. That's her real name, Treasure Wilson, man. But I felt bad for her too, man. And Stat Baby don't seem like the type she was gonna sue. You know what I'm saying? But she ain't had to worry about that. Cam and Mace had her back. You know what I'm saying? And Mace ain't say nothing because he seen Cam handling stuff. So yeah. So that was dope, man. Shout out to Cam for standing up like a G, man, and not, feeding into the pressure like, yeah, we're gonna talk stuff for ratings, even though we at the expense of talking about Stat Baby. I won't let it rock. Plus, he a boxer. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to fight him or call no static or no negativity, so I'm going to let him say what he want to say. And then plus we're going to get ratings. He said, damn, all that. Y'all leave Stat Baby alone. Adrien Broner, you got to go, man. But yeah, but Megatron though, man, he was a great player. Like my top 5 wide receivers of all time. Hands down, no question. You was a beast, dude. Like, you was a beast. Like, told y'all the numbers. Like, he did all that in 9 seasons. Come on, man. You know, I mean, they're kind of like 50 Cent, going 10 times platinum, only one album. You know what I'm saying? He went, I think he went more platinum than that, but then the second album went like 9, 8, 10 platinum too. So did like a lot of work, you know what I'm saying? Big time work in short amount of time, you know what I'm saying? Just like Megatron, man. You know what I'm saying? So Barry Sanders, same way. He did big work. A lot of big work, elite level work, upper echelon work in only a short amount of time. Got to love that, man. These players is elite, man. No matter how long they played. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. It's what it is, man. This Calvin Johnson. All stitch everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Georgia's own Calvin Johnson, a.k.a. Megatron. And I'm up out of here, man. Y'all get ready for segment 2, man. It's going down.
My brain exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorraine Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage on crazy honor.
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? This your boy Hen checking back on in, man. Episode 59 to the Pull Out Game Podcast. This segment 2 up in here, man. You know the vibes, man. Hey, the Pull Out Game Podcast been a long road travel, man. You know what I'm saying? It took a lot to get here to episode 59. You know what I'm saying? Doing these shows every episode like this, it ain't easy, man. You know what I'm saying? But I do it for the love of the people. You know what I'm saying? Showing out these jerseys and just, just get my thoughts off. You know what I'm saying? Talking what we talking. You know what I'm saying? Having fun with this. But yeah, man. You know what I miss though, man? Out of everything I miss, I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to this too. But what I miss is, just moments, like nostalgic moments. I be missing. I be thinking about like the 90s and just like, like certain times in your life. You know how like you can hear like a certain song on the radio or on the CD or YouTube or wherever you listen to your music at, and you hear the song from back in the day, you automatically knew like what was going on around that time. You automatically remember like how you felt when this song came out, or or what you were doing. Like music could do that. Music is so powerful, but I just miss nostalgic moments. Like I just think about them all day. I just close my eyes and just reminisce on that stuff, man. I miss them days, man. Like I always say this, man. Like them nostalgic moments so special when you look back and think back on it. It feel like somebody died. It feel like, damn, you're never gonna get that back. Feel like a part of you that's died, man. Like I remember, a lot of time, man. My cousin used to be over my bit mama house. That's my grandma. I call her bit mama. My papa dad, that was my granddad. That was her husband. And I just remember like going over there when my mom and dad had to go to work. I used to go over there, and my cousins, my auntie used to drop my cousins off. They used to come over there. We used to play in the backyard, and man, I'm talking about, we was outside for real, man. Like, I'm saying, Carter B talking about being outside. Like, we was outside for real, man. I'm talking, we were really outside. So, I mean, having fun, man, drinking out the water hose and running around, just finding stuff to do. Wasn't studying no damn phone at all. Wasn't studying it. Like, having fun, man. And I remember one time, my papa dad, he he was in the house, and I don't think with no baseball on, because like I said, he loved baseball in the Atlanta Braves. But I know one time I was in the backyard, my cousin, they were gone. You know what I'm saying? My auntie, their mama had already picked them up, and I was like in the backyard, and I was like bored. I ain't had nothing to do, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had nobody to play with. It was just me in the backyard. And my granddaddy came back there, Papa dad, and we just started playing like baseball. We had like a little small little ball, little baseball or something, and and he was trying to hit the ball. I don't even think we had a bat. I think we just had like a stick, and then Paul Thad was back there trying to hit the ball with the stick that we had, and he was running the bases. You know, we made up some bases, and he had ended up falling. And then, I remember us laughing. You know, my Paul Thad, he was old around the time. I think he was like, he was like 70 or something, 75. He was older, up in age, and his health wasn't too good either. But for the love of, like, not having me being bored, and for the love of baseball, shit, he came back out there and played, and he fell, and we laughed, and I just remember them days. I remember playing football in the fall, like in the front yard with your friends, and the leaves all over the yard. You got your coat on because it got them slick cold. The winter was going on, and it was like, it was just fun being around your friends, and that certain weather was out there, and Thanksgiving come around the corner, Halloween was like knocking at your door. You know what I'm saying? You get ready to, trying to come up with your Christmas list, what you want to get for Christmas, and out there with your friends, your cousins, and man, waking up Saturday mornings, watching the Super Mario Brothers, the MC Hammer show, the show City Guys. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. I think they had another show called California Dreams. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course, like I said Saved by the Bell, and yeah, man, they had all kind of cartoons. Of course, the Ninja Turtle cartoon. You know what I'm saying? And they had a show you to come on at 12 o'clock every Saturday morning called the Keenan and Parker Show. And it was like showing, after the cartoons and your shows went off, it was like a show about, it was showing off houses. Like, you can buy houses, or you can rent a house, or you can, rent a house, buy a house, lease a house, whatever you want to do. And they would give you the phone number, who you can call to talk about the house. They were showing the insides of the house. That was like, okay, kind of like grown-up time now. But around that time, you hit the mall up. My mom and daddy take me to the mall with my cousin, one of my homeboys. We hit up Diamond Gym. Used to buy a CD that we was liking. It was just fun times back then, man. Like, it was, we had the little clubs we was going to. It was just good time, man. If I wrote like a documentary or autobiography on my life or my childhood and growing up, boy, I'm telling you, it'll be a beast, man. Had a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how other people love their childhood. Some people say they don't like their childhood. They had bad childhood. And hey, who am I to tell them, that their childhood was good or wasn't good? So only they can see that or know that. What they went through in their life. But my childhood, it was great, man. You know what I'm saying? Just had fun, man. I just had fun. I miss them days, man. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's gone, that passed. And I remember my big mom and pop out there, to go to the farmer's market when I stayed with them, and they shut that down. Cause I heard it was like a 70-year-old got killed by a crackhead or something like that, at the farmer's market, and they end up shutting it down. People start getting scared about who coming to the farmer's market. They had everything, man. They had like all kind of fruits. They had the best watermelon, cantaloupe, strawberries, pears, peaches, grapes. I mean, you name it. They had the best fruit. They had all your vegetables, the collard greens and squash. They had everything you needed, vegetable. And what else they had? You know what else they had? They had real live Christmas trees, not the artificial. They had the real pine Christmas tree. I'm talking the Christmas tree, when you get rid of it for Christmas, you have pine all over your carpet or your floor, cause it was real pine. It smelled like pine, real pine trees. And then, like, when you grab the inside where the wood part is, or the Christmas tree, like sometimes you'll get the sap, the sticky part in your hand. These was real Christmas trees. And it was like, they were just good moments, man. Like, my mom and dad bought them real Christmas trees too back then. Like, man, just good times, man. I just remember good times. So just shout out to the childhood, and teenage years, all them years, man. I just missed them days, man. I had some fun. For real, nostalgic, man. It'll never be forgotten. Never. Like, never, man. I think about it all the time. For real. But, look, man, speaking of nostalgic moments, look, check this out, man. We finna get into the next jersey. That's what we finna do. You know what I'm saying? This dude, legendary, did his thing. He part of my nostalgic childhood. I mean, what can I say, man? My Papa Thad, he got me on to a lot of what we finna talk about. So yeah, gonna pull out this next jersey, legendary. I'm talking about real legendary, man. Come on, man. Let's talk about it. Jersey finna pull out next, segment 2, episode 59, is no other than this dude right here. Oh, man, come on, man. Y'all know that the Atlanta Braves, man, little chant. Man, when they trying to rally these boys, man, you know what I'm saying? This Atlanta Braves all stitch everything, man. And look, man, before we even show the back of the jersey, check this out, man. And the 1995 World Series patch. This the year they won the World Series, man. And then look, check this out on the other end right here. Man, this was back then in 95. They rocked the 30th anniversary Atlanta Braves patch, man. The 30th season Atlanta Braves as the patch. It was all on the jersey, man. Documented. All authentic, all state, everything, man. Then you got your, Cooperstown collection. You know what I'm saying? Cooperstown collection, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. But look, I showed you everything except who on the back of this jersey. Who name we got, man? What we got going on, man? I'm finna go show y'all. I'm finna leave y'all in suspense. But this dude right here, man. Before I even turn around. Y'all see that, man. Y'all probably can't read who that is, but I don't know. It's in cursive, but look, I'm finna just go and show you. They all stick everything Dave Justice jersey. They Dave Justice, man. Oh, come on, man. This Dave Justice. All stick everything Atlanta Brave jersey. Stop playing with this guy, man. This Dave Justice, my guy. Dave Justice. Y'all see it, man. All stick everything Dave Justice, my guy. Yeah. Let's talk about old Dave, man. Put that jersey cold. The patch too, man. 30th anniversary patch. World Series patch. Man, this the year they won it, man. They did it for ATL. They did it for Georgia, man. Yeah, Dave Justice, man. Let's talk about Dave, man. Talk about Dave. Yeah, man. This Dave Justice. All stick everything Dave Justice, man. Look, Dave Justice, man, he was born in 1966, man. Dude from Cincinnati, Ohio, man. You know what I'm saying, man? From Ohio, man, Cincinnati. But look, man, that man went to the Braves, man, and he was the NL Rookie of the Year in 1990. And they crazy too because they had a down season that year too. They were trash that season. Hey, don't take my word for it, man. Dave Justice will tell you. They were trash in 1990. But he still mustered up enough skill, enough talent to be shown to get NL Rookie of the Year, man. That man won Rookie of the Year in 1990, man. You know what I'm saying? Then when he broke out, man. And then they asked Dave Justice, like, Deion Sanders had got with the team. I don't know if he got with him in 1990. I think he got with him in 1991, Deion Sanders. But they asked Deion, they asked Dave Justice, how did you feel back then when Deion was on your team and he was going back and forth to like the Falcons game to play, then he'll come back to the Braves on their team and play, then he'll go back and forth. And then a lot of people were writing in the papers that Dion selfish and he all for himself. He flashy and he ain't committed to one side of a sports team. He over here with the Falcons, he over here with the Braves. And then Dave Justice, like how you felt about that? First of all, he said Dave Justice said Dion was cool cat. He was cool dude. He like even all that flashy stuff. He was like a real down to earth dude. He didn't bother nobody. They said they like to joke a lot because a lot of black players on the team, and they used to joan and jank on each other all the time. But it was all in fun, it was all in love, man. They was a brotherhood, man. And they just said he didn't mind Dion going back and forth. He said, when Dion played for the Falcons, they was on TV like he won us, like you know what I'm saying. And Dave Justice was like, the ATL scene was the best scene around them time, like 91, 1990, 92. He was like, man, Jermaine Dupri was on and popping. And, like BMF, they was like all over the place. And, it's just a lot going on, man. And, you had all your clubs popping. And 112 was the club to go to at the time. And it was just, it was just a lot of stuff going on, man. And then don't forget, Dave Justice, you see a lot of celebrities now dating other celebrities. But Dave Justice was the first player ever. I know they always talk about Soulja Boy was the first to do stuff, but damn that. Dave Justice was the first to date, you know what I'm saying? He was a celebrity and he was the first like that I seen dating another celebrity. And y'all don't even know who he was dating. Come on, man. That man was dating Holly Berry, man. You know what I'm saying? I think they were married. Was they married? I can't remember were they married. I think they was. Maybe they wasn't, but I won't say they were married. But he was with Holly Berry. I think they was married though. But that man was dating Holly Berry though. Like, and then it was a little thing going on too. I don't know like the extent why they broke up, but I think Dave Justice was talking about Holly Berry, like, she didn't really have time to cook and be like the girlfriend type of girlfriend that he wanted. But you gotta think though, Holly Berry had she was breaking out in films and TV. She had a big career just as much as you did. So she was always on the road, always traveling, always getting ready for movies, always preparing, always doing like, interviews and pop-ups and this and that. So she didn't have time to be that. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have time to be like the sit-at-home girlfriend. So, I think that would kind of messed up their relationship that, she didn't have time and, they just didn't have much time either because he was always on the road. But, he had a lot of off time during the off season. And when he had time, Holly Berry ain't got no off season. She's steady working, steady filming, steady doing stuff. So I think they kind of clashed. When he was in off season, he might have got lonely. She way like somewhere else, like doing films or like, get ready for a role. So it just really didn't work. Cause they didn't see each other that much while Dave Justice was playing. And then Dave Justice finally get time off in the off season, but his girlfriend's still moving and carrying on. So then the preseason come back, and then the regular season come back for baseball. Dave Justice got to do it. He got to do it all over again. He got to be alone on the road and this and that, and this. And then when the off season come, Holly Berry's still filming and doing stuff. I mean, she a big time actress, so she was doing a lot of moving around. But Dave Justice was a beast. I mean, come on, man. Like Dave Justice, when he first got with the Braves, he played first base. He couldn't stand it. He would let people know that everybody got to realize when you playing baseball and you playing like the infield, them baseballs, they come so fast at you like a damn rocket. You got to always be prepared because they could wind up hitting you in the face or something. You know what I'm saying? Just like a pitcher throw a pitch and they could come back and hit him in the face. Like you always got to be, especially in the infield, you gotta react fast because the ball could like come at you like that. So, but they just said, man, I did not like playing first base. It stressed him. He said it stressed him out. He didn't like it, and it was just so close to like it was just so close to up and close and personal. He more like the outfield. You know what I'm saying? Dave Justin was a right fielder, and he said then the ball go in the air or if it rolled to you, you got more time to react. You ain't got that much time to react in the infield. They just had stressed him out. That one of the reasons his numbers was low when he first got with the team. But he said a little bit after that, um, you know, he said they got rid of Dale Murphy, and then they had ended up moving Dave Justice to right field. And Dave Justice said when they moved him to right field, his numbers, his batting average, his home runs, and everything went up like 200 more percent. It went up like way more because he wasn't stressed no more. He felt more free, in the outfield. He can get to the ball, it ain't coming like rocket fast at him. And he could get to the ball. And he said when it took that stress away, it made his game step up even better. His defense in the outfield was already, it came natural to him. And like for the, in the batter's box, he stepped his game up, man. All this stress was off on him, man. So, yeah, Dave Justice was a beast, man. And they lost back-to-back World Series in 91 and 92. I'm like, damn, man. You know what I'm saying? Knocking on the door. Because around the time, I first got into baseball. My papa dad got me on the baseball. Like I said, I told this story millions of times on the other podcast episode, but man, I only started watching baseball because I stayed on my big mom and papa dad house when my mom and dad went to work. That's the only TV they had. So I had to watch what my papa dad was watching. I used to be hoping like the game didn't come on today. If I hear that screen door open, cause my papa dad big mom be sitting out on the porch around 7 o'clock. Game used to probably come on 7:30, sometime 8 o'clock. If that screen door open about 7:15, 7:20, 7:25. Yep, that's him coming to the back room while watching TV at. Well, it's gonna be baseball rest of the night. But hey, man, one day I just sat and watched it. I got into it, man. That was around 1991, 1990. It was around that time too, cause he was doing it for a long time. But for some reason, I just locked in and just started watching it with him. And something happened that game, and ever since then I was just locked in. I don't know what. I can't remember what it was, but it was some game. It was intriguing. It was an Atlanta Braves game, and I got locked in. I've been a fan ever since, man. And like I said, I know a lot about my baseball. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? But don't also get it twisted too that I know just as much about my basketball and my football too. So, me, I'm not one-sided. I rock with all the sports, man. I can go ball for ball talking with anybody about baseball, basketball, or football. And then on top of that, I'm schooling a lot of people anyway because I'm bringing out jerseys, to a lot of players that didn't even know play with certain teams. I'm bringing out celebrities that got jerseys that people didn't even know they played. Some play professional sports, some play college. Some I just got a high school jersey. Or middle school jersey. You just never know. So, yeah, got a lot of knowledge with these jerseys, man. With these player athletes, these celebrities, man. So y'all stay tuned. You never know what's gonna get pulled out. But like I said, Dave Justice, 91, 92 season, they lost the World Series, man. And in 93, I think they lost the NL Championship Series to Philly. And then, Philly ended up playing Toronto Blue Jays in the World Series. So, Braves didn't make it. They were knocking on the door in 93. Then 94, I think baseball had a lockout. So, how that went down. But 95, a whole full season came back around the corner. That's the year the Atlanta Braves won their first championship. Stop playing with these boys, man. And who was on the team? That boy Dave Justice, man. You know what I'm saying? Dave Justice, man. There was some good times. I missed them times, missed them days, man. Like, Papa Dad, we was locked in, man. I wanted them to win, man. Like, because they were the hometown team. But on top of that, I wanted them to win, too, because I know how much Papa Dad loved the Braves. And I wanted them to win for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, That was dope, man. You know what I'm saying? Then the Braves end up winning again with like 2020, 2021. They end up winning again. My Papa Thad had passed already, rest in peace. Man, Papa Thad, but he would have enjoyed that. But I know he would have been right in front of the TV watching them Braves, man. So shout out to the Braves. But Dave Justice had a great career, man. Like, batting average, it was 279. You know what I'm saying? That's decent batting average, man. But he was a power hitter though. You know what I'm saying? He had a fair strikeouts and stuff, but they just had power. Um, I mean, he was a great baseball player, man. And then he had 305 home runs, man. Like, come on, man. And 1,000, you know what I'm saying? 17 RBIs his whole career. And 336 OPS, you know what I'm saying? 418 on base percentage, 596 slugging percentage. Like, come on, man. And he was known for his power and consistency, man. Like, people knew him for that. You know what I'm saying? He won the National League Rookie of the Year, like I said. And then on top of that, man, he was a three-time All-Star. You know what I'm saying? Three-time MLB All-Star. He made the team, All-Star team 3 times. So Dave Justice was a beast. And then on top of that, he won the World Series um, with the Braves. And then when he left the Braves, he ended up going to the Yankees. And I can't remember. I know he went to the Yankees, and I know he went to the Cleveland Indians. I can't remember which one he went to first. But when he went with the Yankees, he won another World Series. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Dave Justice got 2 championships, 2 rings under his belt, man. 2 World Series wins. And then I know like in 97, 98, Dave Justice had went to my favorite team, the Cleveland Indians, Kenny Lofton and them boys. But they just in Cleveland, I've been rooting for them to win a World Series, man. Kenny Lofton, Manny Ramirez, Albert Bell, Jim Thome, you know what I'm saying? Sandy Alomar, all them boys, man. Roberto Alomar. But, you know what I'm saying? Omar Vizquel. I remember all them players. That's my favorite team, man. I'm a baseball head, too. Basketball head, football head. You know what I'm saying? But they just played with them boys, man. They could not get over the hump. I remember, though, man. It was the 9th inning when Dave Justice was on the Cleveland Indians. It could have been his 3rd World Series ring, man. Like I said, I don't know. I can't remember which one was first. Whether he played the Yankees first or Cleveland first. I can't remember which one he went to first after he left the Braves. But when he was with the Cleveland Indians, y'all check this out, man. That man with the Cleveland Indians, and then it was like they had 1 out and 2 outs they needed to win the whole thing. And I think somebody got on base, and they was up by a point. They was up by 1 run. I'm thinking about basketball point, run, whatever, same thing. But they was up by 1 run, and they needed 2 more outs to win the World Series. And they played the Florida Marlins. Florida Marlins ended up tying the game in the 9th inning, and then they went into extra innings, and then Florida Marlins ended up beating them like the 11th or the 12th inning or something like that. And they lost the World Series with Game 7 too. So I was like, damn. Cleveland, they kept knocking on the door. They just could not win the World Series, man. That jump was bugging me, man. Cause Kenny Lofton was my favorite baseball player growing up. So it just like, man, it throwed me, man. I was like, damn, come on, man. Cleveland can't get one? Yeah, man. They were right there knocking on the door. I'll never forget that too, man. That messed me up, man. But Dave Justice, man, still had a great career. I remember them boys too, man, with Dave Justice, man. Mark Lemke, Ron Gant, Jeff Blauser, you know what I'm saying? Tom Glavine, Steve Avery, John Smoltz, Greg Maddux, you know what I'm saying? Marquis Grissom, the old team, you know, Sid Breen, Otis Nixon. Yeah, Dave Justice had some great players next to him, man. He had a great career too, man. But what I'm finna do, I'm finna show y'all the jersey again, man. This Dave Justice, man. You know what I'm saying? AKA Holly Berry husband. You know what I'm saying? Well, was back then. You know what I'm saying? But they got divorced. You know how they go. But yeah, Dave Justice, man. Dave Justice, man. Look at this. Dope, man. Yeah. Y'all see the vibes, man. Yeah, Dave Justice, man. Atlanta Braves. I remember them days, man. Rest in peace, my papa dad, man. Man, I wish you were here to see the podcast, man. Big mama too, man. Man, I miss y'all, man. Yeah. Up close. Yeah. Dave Justice, man. Dude. I just want to say, appreciate Dave Justice, man. Like I said, you part of my childhood of just, growing up, watching you play, man. And, you trying to battle every year, trying to get over the hump of, of trying to win the World Series. You trying to get over that hump, man. And me and my papa there was locked into the TV every year once I got on the baseball, trying to, root y'all on, man. Trying to hope y'all win a World Series ring, man. Trying to will y'all to a win. And man, they finally did it, bro. I'm talking about happy. I remember the next day, my papa there had ended up buying like Atlanta Braves champion hat, a championship hat. And he had bought a shirt, and I ended up buying the shirt. Man, them was some good times, man. I miss them days, y'all. Y'all hear me? I miss them days. Damn. Man, I miss them days, man. Oh, man. But, yeah, man, this all still everything, Dave Justice. I appreciate the moments you gave to the sports world. I appreciate the moments you gave me and my papa dad. Like I said, of course, my dad, he was a baseball fan too. So, you know what I'm saying? I just watched it a lot because my dad had to work a lot. And, I didn't even want to watch baseball though. But Papa dad, I had to watch what he watched. And it just clicked one day that, like I got into baseball. You know what I'm saying? Like, for y'all don't know, baseball was my first favorite sport. So I just want to let y'all know that. For those that didn't know, the newcomers, but basketball and football, they all right there, like right as of now, and like over the years past, all three of them was like, I got locked in all three of them, man. That's why when you see the podcast, you never know them three sports or what I'm gonna pull out. You know what I'm saying? Basketball, football, or baseball jersey. You just never know. And they're gonna be elite players, man. And I know about these players, man. So I'm not just having it just to say I got it. I watch these players. You know what I'm saying? If y'all might not caught on a certain player, I'm putting y'all on game. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting y'all on game. You know what I'm saying? On the pullout game. I'm putting y'all on game. So yeah, Dave Justice, great player, Hall of Fame status. You know what I'm saying? He made the Hall of Fame, and yeah, man. What can I say? Oh, before I go, I almost forgot, man. It's crazy that when I was thinking about pulling the jersey out, I wasn't even thinking about what I was finna say. But I just want to say, rest in peace to Bobby Cox, man. Bobby Cox. Uh, he part of the childhood too, man. For y'all don't know, he was the coach for the Atlanta Braves, but they don't call it a head coach in baseball. They call it the general manager. You know what I'm saying? That's what Bobby Cox was, man. That was Dave Justice general manager, Bobby Cox. Rest in peace to Bobby Cox. So yeah, man. Bobby Cox was a hell of a coach, general manager, and y'all should know, if y'all don't know, the general manager or the slash coach. You know what I'm saying? They got that's one of the few, or that's one of the only sports that the coach can wear a jersey too. So Bobby Cox had Atlanta Braves jersey. The general manager, he had Atlanta Braves jersey too. And a while back, I pulled out the Bobby Cox jersey, and that was a good successful episode, man. Talked a lot about Bobby Cox, and I think that was like episode 39 because I reshared it when he passed. So that's like episode 39. So y'all go back and check that out. It's rare that I remember certain jerseys on certain episodes, but I had reposted that the other day on different sites and stuff, that podcast episode. And yeah, y'all go check it out, man. Pulled out that authentic, all stick, everything Bobby Cox jersey. And yeah, had fun doing that, man. But this Dave Justice, man, all stick, everything, Atlanta Brave jersey. And come on, man. I gotta show it like a little bit one more time, man. This Dave Justice, man. Come on. Dave Justice, man. One more time, man. Dave Justice, man. They said the World Series pack. That's the year they won it. The year Dave Justice won their first World Series. 30th anniversary season, Atlanta Braves. Mentioning this. You know what I'm saying? Cooperstown Collection. Dave Justice all stick threading on the jersey. Come on, man. The Dave Justice, dog. All stick everything, man. Shout out to them Braves, man. Shout out to them Braves. Oh, one more thing I want to say too. I remember when I was young, me and my dad used to go in the grocery store, Piggly Wiggly, and that was this dude in there, this white dude, and he used to be in there all the time. He was a young dude. He used to have like orange hair and like an orange mustache. And every time we come in the store, he always say to my dad, "How about them Braves? How about them Braves?" Every time. And my dad watching it, he remembered that dude. And you know, after he left Piggly Wiggly, I don't know what happened to him. Hope he's still living. Hope he's still good. He was a cool dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Bag people groceries and worked at the store for a long time. Every time he seen my dad, how about them Braves? How about them Braves? You know, around that time, you know, back in the 90s, people that was young, they still look older. I don't know. They still look like they older than what they was. I don't know why. I don't know why that was like that, but I don't know. If I had took a guess, I'd say he was like in his 20s or something like that. Probably like in the 20s. I would say in the 20s. I don't know back then, but he loved the Braves, man. How about them Braves? How about them Braves? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Country white dude, but he was cool dude, man. You know what I'm saying? I rock with dude, man. I just want to, you know what I'm saying, bring that up real quick. But look, this Dave Justice all stick everything Atlanta Brave jersey. Thank you for the memories, the moments, the times, you know what I'm saying, you brought to the household with my papa, dad, my dad, and just them days, man, just can never get back. Golden days, man. Shout out to the 90s period, man. Shout out to everybody that rocked with the 90s, man. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. What we doing? Yeah, man. But look, got a lot more jerseys to show y'all in upcoming episodes. Got a lot of jerseys that's already been shown in previous episodes. It's up to y'all to go back and look at them. Check them out. You know what I'm saying? Do your duty. Do your due diligence. You know what I'm saying? Do your due diligence, man. But look, man. Shout out to Dave Justice, man. You know what I'm saying? You already got cool points out the rip. Marrying Holly Berry. However it went. However it ended. You still marry Holly Berry, man. Come on, man. You the first person I seen to be celebrity on celebrity date. Dave Justice and Holly Berry. That's the first one I ever heard about. I was young. I'm like, damn, they actually doing that? A celebrity dating a celebrity? So I thought that was dope. But anyway, man, this Dave Justice, man, legendary dude, man. Shout out to the 2 rings he got. Dave Justice, man. You know what I'm saying? The one and only Dave Justice, man. Stop playing with this guy, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm out.
My brain is exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorraine Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage on crazy honor.
What's going on? What's going on, man? This your boy Hen checking back on in episode 59. This segment 3, as I promised from last episode. You know, last episode I hit y'all with the 2 segments, and you know, got some good feedback. Y'all enjoyed it. But as promised, I told y'all the next episode that I come back with, which is this episode, I'm gonna hit y'all with 3 segments. And this the 3rd segment, and we right here. We done made it here to the 3rd segment. You know what I'm saying? We right here where we need to be. I enjoyed talking about the first 2 jerseys that were pulled out, and you know, legendary players. You know, I ain't gonna really say no names because you know y'all might be tuning in late. And yeah, y'all go back and watch and see what we talked about. See what jerseys were pulled out. But Yeah, man. I just want to say something before we get into the third jersey, man. Cause the third jersey, it's another banger. But look, I was talking about nostalgic moments and childhoods and all that stuff, man, and all this stuff going on, man. Since since I'm thinking about my childhood and what was going on and around them times, you know, even though I love sports too, I was into hip hop. You know what I'm saying? This little kid watching hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I remember watching these like rappers and entertainers on my TV. And it just said that, times got older and all this social media out, you can see more about the people that you grew up watching. And then you got people like, Diddy and Suge Knight, um, Dame Dash, hell, even Scottie Pippen. Like, it's a lot of people that you grew up watching, and, just perceive them as what they did. And now you see their personality and they behind the scene living a double life and, all that going on with Dame Dash. While he broke and, filed for bankruptcy and Cameron and 50 getting on him about the teeth falling out his mouth and he talking behind Jay-Z back and about this and that and, and going on the Breakfast Club. Like I said earlier, getting into it with Charlemagne. Like I said, he getting into it with Cameron and he just all over the place, look like a bitter old man hater. And that ain't the Dame Dash we knew from the Rockefeller days. We knew him in the video with the crystal, or the Moet, whatever he had in his hand, and had his shirt halfway off, just vibing to the music on the Big Pimpin' video, just like on some player type stuff. And what I'm saying, had a hat on backward, like $50 million earrings in the ear. I mean, just like living that life now, he looked like the broke old bitter man. You know what I'm saying? And it just looks sad out here. Then you got Diddy, Mr. Take That, and all the Craig Mack Biggie videos and doing the dances with Mace with the glitter jackets on and living it up and just with the cool cat. And then, find out he living a double life. You know what I'm saying? With all stuff went on with Cassie. We all know what happened, so we ain't gonna get into all that. But that's somebody you looked at growing up, that I looked at growing up. Him and Dame Dad looked at them as certain type of figures in hip hop, and them to turn out the way they did is sad though. And then you got somebody like Suge Knight. Suge Knight was like this death row, up and coming, owner of Death Row. Like, he was like him when Dr. Dre left, he was the sole owner of Death Row. And, he was like the CEO and everybody, was scared of Suge Knight and they was trying to like, stay away from him. But a lot of people want to do business with him because Death Row was like the biggest label and stuff. And, and look how he turned out. He on the interviews, all the dialogue and all the other interviews, telling secrets and pillow talking behind the artist's back. You know what I'm saying? So you never thought Suge Knight would be that type to be in jail just talking about people. Suge Knight doing the Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? Well, he ain't really doing Young Thug because Young Thug didn't know he was going to get leaked. But, Suge Knight was telling his stories on purpose, hoping people hear it. So it's kind of different. But, if you want to say he was the first Young Thug, Suge Knight was the first Young Thug. He was doing a lot of talk about a lot of stories behind the scene that people didn't know about. And I don't think Suge Knight snitched on nobody either. So we gonna exclude the Young Thug title from Suge Knight. We ain't gonna put that on Suge, man. But yeah, like he grew up, we got older. You wouldn't think that he'll be going through all that, but he did. And it's sad, man. It's just sad. And then on top of that, Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen was known as Michael Jordan, sidekick. Won all the championship together. He was quiet. So they won all that together. Just, but he was like I said, he was a quiet, calm dude. Now, he writing books, speaking bad on Jordan, talking about Jordan ain't really that guy, and Jordan ain't who y'all think he is, and I mean, they're trying to kill the legacy. Like, why all these people that I grew up watching became this? Why they can't just their career age just gracefully? It had to be some mess behind it. Like it taint and ruin with everything y'all built. You know what I'm saying? Dame Dad with Rockefeller. You know what I'm saying? Diddy with Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying? Suge Knight, Death Row. Scottie Pippen, Chicago Bulls. It's a few others too that, we grew up watching, and you see them now, you see their personality a little more, and you be like, damn, that's how they really is? Or that's how they be thinking as they get older? I don't know, man. It's sad out here, man. It really is. So, but I just hate the way things turned out, man. But that life though, man, social media being your face more, and people ain't as relevant as they used to be, and they know it's easier to get on camera now on social media to talk your stuff and to get attention. Especially you out the limelight, you ain't gotta go to no BT or go here or go there, to get attention. You can just, pull your phone out and go to talking. And you already got a famous name, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna, they're gonna get close to what you got going on. They're gonna want to see what you're talking about. So yeah, it is what it is, man. But yeah, look, we've been getting to the next jersey. This dude right here, I'm telling you, man, one of a kind, elite, and what can I say, man? He just one of them ones again. You know what I'm saying? Everybody up here, jersey that they been one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? So why stop here? Shit, let's keep going. Let's keep it moving. But the jersey I'm finna pull out, this dude right here, he's a beast. He came up, had a lot going on, man, and started at an early age too, man. But this jersey right here, y'all ain't. I don't think y'all ready for this one, man. You know what I'm saying? The third jersey, like I said, I didn't pull a jersey out in the last episode, so I didn't pull a third jersey out in the last episode. But this jersey right here is for segment 3. I got y'all, man. But the jersey I'm finna pull out, this dude right here, man, legendary. Check this out, man. Man. Do y'all know who this is, man? Do y'all know who this is? Come on, man. Stop playing. Yeah, man. This Daniel High School, man. Number 5. But who jersey is this? Who jersey is this? Y'all don't know, do y'all? Y'all ain't know. Daniel High School, man. Man, I ain't gonna leave y'all in suspense no more, man. I say that every episode, man, but I ain't gonna do y'all like that on this episode either, man. But this jersey right here is Peter Maravich, aka Pistol Pete, high school jersey. The basketball player Pistol Pete. This is all stitch, everything authentic high school jersey. Pistol Pete, man. Everybody know his real name is Pete Maravich. You know what I'm saying? His middle name is Press. Peter Press Maravich. PPM, man. You know what I'm saying? PPM. Yeah, man. Pistol Pete high school jersey, man. Stop playing with me, man. With the pull-out game, man. Come on, man. The pull-out game podcast, man. We get it live and direct here, man. Better than anybody else, man. Come on, man. Pistol Pete, all stick, everything, high school jersey, man. Pistol Pete, man. He went to the Hawks. We're going to speak on that, another time. Stay tuned for some more Pistol Pete jersey. But, on the back of the Pistol Pete jersey, when he went to the Hawks and New Orleans Jazz and all that, when we went to the NBA, they had Pistol on the back of his jersey. They let him, one of the few players, they let him put his nickname on the back of his jersey. But look, man, that was before them times, before he was really out there, before he really got famous like that. They were his high school days, man. Pistol Pete Maravich. Let's talk about Pistol Pete, man. Damn, Pistol Pete high school jersey. What? Oh, still everything. Stop playing with me, man. Come on, man. It's not a game around here, man. Yeah. Let's talk about old Pete, man. Yeah, man. This Pistol Pete, man. What can I say, man? He was born June 22nd, 1947, man. He from Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, man. The PA area, man. You know what I'm saying? And Pistol Pete, man. Okay, first of all, I want to say that his dad is named Press Maravich too. You know, Pistol Pete name is Peter Press Maravich, and his dad name is Press Maravich. That's his dad real name. And Press, he came up being like a basketball player. He played pro, and you know, had a short career, but he had skills. And then after he retired, we talking about his dad. After his dad retired, Pistol Pete dad retired from playing basketball, he ended up being a coach. And he became a good coach. And then, you know, his son was young, and we talking about Pistol Pete now. His son was young, and his son came out there outside and said, Dad, let me get a shot, let me play. And then Press, the dad, told Pistol, you too young, man. Go back inside, and maybe another time. You're too young to play. So what his dad did, he left the basketball outside, just left it out there. And then Pistol was still out there. When you talking about the pistol gun, it wasn't still out there. It wasn't. We ain't talking about that. We talking about the actual person. We're gonna say Pete Maravich for now, you know, until we get to that point. But Pete Maravich, that's Pistol Pete right here. He was left outside at a young age, real young age. His dad left the basketball out there, and when his dad left the ball out there with Pistol Pete, Peter, a lot of P's going on, man. But anyway, Peter, Pistol Pete, he was left outside, and then his dad knew what he was doing. When he left that basketball out there, he ran to the kitchen window to look outside and see what Peter was gonna do. And Peter started playing basketball. He knew right then, his dad knew right then, Peter was hooked. He had him. And then after that, Peter, Pistol Pete, that reminded me of the episode when I was talking about Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones. I kept saying JJ, Jimmy Johnson, Jerry Jones. It was just a lot of P's going on, man. It'll tongue tie you now. But Peter, Pistol Pete, you know, as he got older, his dad started grooming him to play basketball. His dad said, I'm going to show you to the point where, you know, you can play basketball so good, you're going to, you know what I'm saying, you're going to get your own scholarship because, you know, we ain't got the money to send you to college. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make you so good where, you know what I'm saying, you might even make it to the pros after college. I'm going to, you know, have you so good where you're going to have a diamond ring on your finger, you know, a championship ring. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to the point where you're going to be a multiple all-star. I mean, his dad was grooming him for real at a young age, really grooming him and trying to, like, you know, teach him the ins and outs of the game. And it was to the point where, like, his dad was serious about this. And it made a great combination called Peter, Pistol Pete. He was serious about it. And it got to the point where, for example, his dad drive and Pistol Peter be in the back seat. And when he be in the back seat, he have a basketball. And while his dad drive like what, 15 miles an hour, not too fast, but a little speed on it. He had to dribble the basketball in the back seat. And you know what I'm saying, like, he wasn't dribbling on the inside of the car. He had to have the basketball outside the window, dribbling the basketball while his dad drive down the street. And wherever he drive, Pistol Pete had to keep handle of the basketball while his dad drive down the street. So he stuck his arms out the window and had to dribble the basketball on the concrete while his dad driving. And And dad was like, you better not, lose the ball or it better catch up and stay with us while I'm driving. Like that's how serious his dad was. It's crazy. So if y'all see Pistol Pete highlights and wonder like how he had all them handles and them passes and how he like knew how to maneuver with the basketball, stuff his dad was teaching him, man. Like, I mean, he was different, man. Pistol Pete was different, man. And stay tuned. I got the Atlanta Hawk Pistol Pete. That one of the first jerseys I had got too. Like one of the first 5 authentic jerseys I had got. So, but I want to start early. His early career, Pistol Pete, man. And he worked on his shot. Pistol Pete was to the point where he played basketball so much that they had like some woods like by their house, and he would go to sleep like close by the woods, and he used a basketball for a pillow. And the next morning, man, he waking up playing basketball again. I mean, ready to go back at it. So I'm just saying, Pistol Pete was like really into what he was doing with his craft, man. And we could talk about the Atlanta Hawk times and the New Orleans Jazz times and the Boston Celtics times and all that, but I want to save that for another episode. You know what I'm saying? I want to save that. You know what I'm saying? Cause I got those jerseys too. So, doing baby steps on talk about these players and their careers, man. Some players I might not even start off with their middle school or their high school jersey. I might start off, with their college jersey or a certain team they play with in the pros. You just never know what you're gonna get. But I just want to pull out the Pistol Pete high school jersey, and it's kind of confusing to me too because with this jersey, they said Pistol Pete was playing during his middle school years, like his age wise, he was in middle school. Well, his age wise, he should be in middle school, but these around the time he was playing in high school. He was playing in high school during his middle school years. And that's crazy. I don't know how that worked out, but that's what happened. They said that man was he was playing varsity at like 13 years old. Like, that's crazy. Like, during junior high years, he was playing high school basketball. That's crazy, man. Like that smart person in school, in high school, they graduate high school when they like 13 years old because they just so elite at it, and then they end up going to college at 14 and 15 years old. I mean, it's kind of like how Pistol Pete was on the court. That man was playing varsity at 12 and 13 years old. Varsity high school basketball, man. You know what I'm saying? This jersey, Daniel High School, man. But look, Pistol Pete and his family, you know what I'm saying? They from Aliquippa, how you pronounce Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, from that area. But this jersey right here is not from the Pennsylvania area, man. You know what I'm saying? They had moved to South Carolina. And that's where this jersey reside. You know what I'm saying? South Carolina. This school resides South Carolina. So yeah, man, it's a lot to talk about. I just want to say too, man, sad that Pistol Pete died on the court. You know what I'm saying? He died on my birthday. My birthday, January 5th. For those don't know, my birthday, January 5th. For those that don't know, January 5th. He died on my birthday, man. You know what I'm saying? 1988. But I ain't gonna speak too much into it. But you know what? And one more thing I want to say too, like, this is crazy that Pistol Pete, and I don't want to say too much later on in his career because it's a lot I want to talk about when I pull the other Pistol Pete jerseys out. And another thing too, a lot of people might want to know how did Pistol Pete get his name. He got his name because how he used to shoot the ball coming up. He was a little small dude, and he used to shoot at the hip. He used to shoot like the ball used to start from his hip, and he release it like that. So your gun, your pistol would be on your hip. So he used to call him Pistol Pete. So that's where he used to keep the basketball at before he shoot it. He used to bring it by his hip and then release it. Like bring it up somewhere and release it, but it started from the hip. So they used to call him, man, he shoot like he got a pistol. Pistol Pete. So that's where the name Pistol came from. But you know, the passes was crazy. He was ahead of his time. He was years ahead with the passing. He was years ahead with his dribbling. And you know, come on, man, what can I say? But look, this is what I want to say too. Pistol Pete said he did something real creepy. He foretold his death. He told one of the news reporters that interviewed him one time. Pistol Pete said this out his own mouth, y'all. No lie, no exaggerate. He exaggerate this at all. He did not exaggerate this at all. He said, I don't want to be one of them players. I repeat, he said, I don't want to be one of those players that have a 10-year career and die at the age of 40. Do y'all know Pistol Pete only played 10 years and he died at the age of 40? And he said he didn't want to be one of them players. He said that early on in his career. He said that. Come on, man. That's crazy. Early on in his career, he said that, man. And he died exactly the way he said he didn't want to die. He played 10 years and he died at the age of 40. He told that news reporter, I don't want to be that player that only played 10 years and died at the age of 40. And that's exactly what happened to him. That's crazy. But it's a lot to talk about with Pistol Pete, man. It's a lot to talk about. Y'all gonna see Pistol Pete jerseys on here again, you know, Atlanta Hawks, New Orleans Jazz, you know what I'm saying, LSU jersey. Y'all know that, I don't know if y'all know, but, you know, Pistol Pete hold the record for the most points ever in college basketball. I'm just saying. He was, you know, he known for dribbling and passing, but he was that guy with that scoring too now. I'm just saying. But we're gonna get into all that another day, another time, another place. You know, gotta pull out the LSU, Pistol Pete, Atlanta Hawk, Pistol Pete, you know what I'm saying, New Orleans Jazz, and all that jazz, all that good jazz, you know what I'm saying? New Orleans Jazz, not the New Orleans Hornets, you know what I'm saying, not the New Orleans Pelicans, the New Orleans Jazz. That's before they switched the name over. But look, what I'm finna do now, I'm finna pull out that Pistol Pete again, man. One more time. Pistol Pete Maravich. Peter Press Maravich. All still everything, man. What? Come on, man. Y'all see what's going on. Y'all see the vibes, man. Yeah. Pistol Pete, man. This jersey is dope. This is high school jersey, man. But he played his high school basketball during his middle school years. That's crazy. I don't know how they let that happen, but, you know, back then, different things was going on, man. So they worked it out some kind of way, man. Pistol Pete Maravich, man. High school, all still everything. Stop playing with this guy, man. Man, I love this jersey. I love all these jerseys I pulled out today. Yeah. Yeah, man. The Pistol Pete, all stick, everything, high school basketball jersey. Daniel High School, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stop playing with Pistol Pete, man. You know what I'm saying? Peter Press Maravich. That's what we got going on today, man. That's what we got going on. But yeah, man, I had to pull this jersey out, man. Told y'all, man, I got y'all segment 3. 3 segments. Yeah, man. It's here. And yeah, so like I said, shout out to everybody that been rocking with the kid. Pull Out Game Podcast is here to stay, not going nowhere. The jersey is ridiculous. I mean, come on, man. Sports Illustrated. You know, I mean, anybody, man. Like ESPN or whoever, man. It don't even matter, man. It could be People Magazine, man. Y'all need to come do a story on your boy. Cause I got the best jersey collection of all time. Like, I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I got the most jerseys ever. Maybe. It's hard to tell. I don't know what people got, but like the best collection right here, man. Sports Illustrated, ESPN, People Magazine, or Time Magazine, or whoever, man. Holler at your boy, man. Shit. I mean, it's what it is. But look, this Pistol Pete, man, all still everything, man. Y'all act like y'all know, man. This was that guy. You know what I'm saying? He came up, man, and stand up all night trying to dribble through the house, dribble outside, and you know what I'm saying? throwing like crazy passes against the wall, you know, pretending like his opponent to be there, and he was just all over the place. Then on top of that, his dad was an elite player too, so his dad put him on a lot of game on what he needed to do. So you know what I'm saying? That was dope, man. There's a lot to talk about with his dad, his mom, and him. More of Pistol Pete, more to the story. But we're gonna get into that another time. Just want to pull out this Pistol Pete, all stick, everything, man. Y'all stop playing with this guy, man. This Pistol Pete high school jersey, man. Who y'all know pulling this out, man? I'll wait. Y'all know what's going on, man. We ain't gotta do the Jeopardy. Alex Trebek. But yeah, man, let me show the Pistol Pete one more time. I'm sorry, I just gotta show it again. Come on, man. The Pistol Pete, man. Yeah, Pistol Pete. All still everything, man. Yeah, man. Damn, man died on my birthday, January 5th. And crazy too. He got number 5 in high school jersey. Yep. It's so much to talk about Pistol Pete too, man. It's a lot more to talk about. Y'all just stay tuned, man. I just want to pull this out for the last segment. You know what I'm saying? Pistol Pete, man. Pete Maravich, man. Yeah, rest in peace, Pistol Pete, man. Man died on my birthday, man. Damn. Man. Like I said, so much more I want to say, but I got to say that for the other jerseys, you know what I'm saying? And put out his other jerseys, you know? And look, man, with these players, it's a lot that I be wanting to say on a lot of these players too, but I hold back because, you know, I got different jerseys of certain players, a lot of players. I got like different, you know, timelines of their jersey. You know, they might play for this team, play for that team, play for that team. So it's only so much I can say because, you know, I got to save like the timeline for the other jerseys I pull out to speak on that part of their career. I can't really tell the whole career, you know, at one time, unless I only got that one jersey or that player only played for that one team his whole career. Then, you know, I might give you the spiel of everything. But if they got a timeline, they play for different teams, I got to hold off on them certain stories and them timelines for when they play, you know, when I pull them jerseys out. So, you know, y'all just got to stay tuned, man. And this Pistol Pete, man, all stitch everything, high school jersey. But he played it during his middle school years. Let that sink in, man. This is high school jersey, but he was middle school age, though. He was age in middle school years. Like, but he was in high school playing basketball for varsity teams. Like, that's unheard of. That's crazy work, man. But yeah, man. Like I want to say again, rest in peace, Bobby Cox. You know what I'm saying? Legendary general manager, coach. Man, he was an icon, man. And when I pulled his jersey out the first time, it was like I said, episode 39. When I pulled that jersey out, he was alive and well, man. So, you know, I'll be giving these people flowers before. They ain't got to die. You know what I'm saying? For me to give them their flowers, man. I just show love to the culture. I grew up watching all these players in football, basketball, baseball. I grew up watching these players. So they're going to get their flowers if they here or not. If they alive or dead, like, I'm going to show love, man. You know what I'm saying? I got love for all 3 sports. Grew up watching these players, man. They superheroes, man. Y'all stop playing. So they got to get love showed here, man. It's the Pull Out Game podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's Peter Press Maravich, a.k.a. the Pistol Pete Maravich. You know what I'm saying? Here, checking out. That's what it's all about. But this your boy Hen, and I'm up out of here, man. Y'all hold that thing down, man. Pull Out Game podcast has came to your household.
When drinking angry, the same with a mama. Pain with no gain is a bomber. Hit you with sticks.